if you want something, you have to work for it. It takes perseverance, it takes a good amount of willpower and strength to get what you want. And that's what happened this weekend. I didn't find much. I spent a good amount of effort getting it. At this outset, I noticed that there were 2 sales happening. One was a Boy Scout sale, which I think I told you guys about it before. I got the Hyperstone Heist, and talking to them, they brought out the a bunch of old Nintendo games that, you know, they were pretty friendly, and they were happy that I liked these old games, so I figured they might find some more to bring out this time. And that was starting at 8. Another sale that was happening 40 minutes away, and said that they had some Sega. It said Sega machines and joysticks and some games, 4 or 5 games, and so started at 7:30. And I wanted to obviously go to both, but I knew if I went to the place that started 40 minutes away, and even if I left exactly at 7:30, I would get back here around 10 after 8. So, you know, I went really early. I figured they would probably start setting up around 7. They were saying like, oh, our sales start at 7:30, and I was like, oh really? I thought it started at 7. And I told her what I was interested in, and she brought it out, and she said, oh, I have some more games, but I can't find them. And I was like, oh, well, you know, you're still setting up, I see. I'll come back in around a few hours, in around 11. Could you hold it till then? Then I rode back. You know, I was out of there before 7:15. Got back and up to the Boy Scout sale. They didn't have anything, but you know, it was a little disappointing. I was expecting them to have some more cool stuff. But with the next sale, I think you're gonna be really excited. I was digging around this one sale. It seemed like they were just throwing out bags of stuff from their garage. Like, I think a bunch of families got together and kind of donated stuff to sell at this one garage sale, and it was kind of all jumbled up. They had shirts and you know, music CDs and stationery, but there was also like a free box, and inside that box I started digging around, and at the very top I saw a Nerf case for a 3DS, and you know, that was appealing, and I started digging more, and I found a quick start guide and a manual for a 3DS, and then I found a charging cradle for a 3DS. So I was like, where is this thing? It's got to be around here somewhere. Wasn't in there, but what I did find was a DSi XL and its charger, but I'm missing a cable. It's going to cost $1 for that. So that's not so bad. I mean, this is free, so I shouldn't complain. I already have a DS, obviously, a DS Lite, and this screen is ridiculously huge compared to the regular. But it would have been better, obviously, to find a 3DS. There are a few games on there that I really want to play. So, you know, I actually bought one thing from them for $1, and that was Kirby's Epic Yarn. They emptied out another bag, and I saw that there were a ton of DS game cases there. I saw Pokemon on top, Pokemon Black, Mario Kart 7 for the 3DS, Pokemon Black 2, Code Card, and Pokemon White. Oh, and Super Mario Land 3. Fortunately, none of these, absolutely none of them, have their games. They're all empty. But that's not such a bad thing. I got some Nintendo points out of that. I can use at the Nintendo store online. Eventually, if I get this game, Super Mario 3D Land, I could definitely use its case. And yeah, I meant these cases, if you find the games to them. I asked him if I could just have them because there were no games, and he's like, sure. So, ended up getting that for free. All the sales, I was coming up pretty much empty-handed. In fact, I had missed a Nintendo at 2 sales by 10 minutes apparently. Each sale they were just like, oh, we sold it 10 minutes ago. So that was a little disappointing, but I knew that I still had that the Sega Genesis waiting for me, and at least I hoped, because now I was going to be late. It was about 40 minutes late to the lady in her sale, and I was surprised that she had it. I mean, she could have just said, screw it, I'm not holding this for this kid, I'm going to sell it. Or she could have said, like, he's late and, it's more than 15 minutes, it's more than 30 minutes, he's gone, I got to put it out. But she kept it there, and I was still kind of disappointed that I didn't find anything. So I was like, really, I only wanted to pay $5 for this system. Because all I really needed it for was really to sell some games I don't like, or that I have doubles of. So I only really wanted to pay $5 max, and I wanted to work up from $3 because I figured if I said $3, she would then counter with 5. Here are the bunch of cables, and there were 2 games that she had found: Primal Rage and Olympic Gold. So kind of meh. She said she had more, but she didn't know where the heck they were. The Genesis Model 1. It's a little dusty, but it worked. It turned on and everything. I said, how much does she want for it? And she was kind of hesitating. So I just, threw out the $3 offer, and she was like, well, whatever you think is fair. And so at that point I was really exhausted, and I was, a little unhappy that I couldn't find anything that I should be happy about the DSi, but it's not as exciting as finding Mega Man X2 or Castlevania Bloodlines or something. I really want to find some games. So she put all the control in my hands, and she repeated, well, everything is fair, and I was like, okay. And so I just gave her the $3, and I said, if you find some more games, I'll pay for them. And I gave her my number and everything, but I was a little I felt a little guilty, but she gave me all the control in that situation. She was just going to take anything. I'm not going to go lower than $3, but I was expecting her to bump it up to 5. So I found nothing else really that day, except when I went back to my Goodwill, I found that they had added some GameCube games, and both of them were empty. So I got more cases. They were free. When I asked the guy. Sonic Adventure 2 I'll probably eventually find, but this one, it's pretty bad condition. I have a loose Wind Waker cover art that I can pop in there. That would be a better. So, yeah, I did find a system for free, so it's not a bad deal. But a little disappointing because, like I said, I'm not finding the stuff I was finding last year. I don't know, I felt I found stuff sooner last year. And that first week was a pretty damn good week, but the rain that for the last 2 weeks, I've pretty much just destroyed any finds that I would have been having. And this week I lost out on those 2 Nintendos and who knows what games. So I guess I'm just, I don't know, I'm a little spoiled from the finds I was getting last year. So anyways, you guys know what to do. Just get out there and get hunting.